What's up? It's Ebony Trust, the purpose maximization strategist, and welcome to another episode of Dominate in Your Life. I'm so glad that you joined me here today because today we are talking about action. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. We're going to talk for several days about taking action. Taking action is so important, okay? And when I say action, action denotes movement, okay? In order to be taking action or to be in action or acting, you have to actually be doing something, okay? So first of all, I want you to think about right now, wherever you are, in whatever situation you're in, ask yourself, are you taking action, okay? And be honest. Because if you know that there's something that you should be doing, a place that you need to be headed toward, and you're not taking action, you got to be honest with yourself. You know, they say the first step to recovery is what? Admitting that you have a problem. And if you're not continually moving and taking action, then guess what? You have a problem. Okay? I think about the quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. when he said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving what? Forward. Okay? So ask yourself that question. Am I moving forward? Okay? Am I in action? Now, if you're not, there are a few reasons why you may not be in action. Okay? And a lot of times it's because of fear. It's because of other people's opinions or other people's attitudes, other people's perceptions of who you are and what you're supposed to be doing. And there's another reason why you may not be taking action. And that's because you feel like you can't, that you have some sort of limitation that keeps you from moving and going and doing and being. Okay. So again, action means that you're moving. You're moving. So you want to self-assess. You want to think about where you are. I want you to right now think about a specific place. It may be in your health. It may be in a relationship. It may be in a business that you're starting, whatever it is. For example, if you're in a relationship, okay, and you know without a doubt that it is a relationship that you should not be in, then you need to take action. Okay, I remember I was friends with a young lady once, and she had a lot of issues and drama and problems in her marriage. And so, you know, she was a part of an organization that I am a part of. And so we talked often. And I noticed that every time I was done talking to her, I always felt so drained, you know. Now, of course, I minister, to people all the time. And so I'm always pouring and giving, you know, a lot of the time. But there was something about my interactions with her that just sapped all of my strength and my energy. And I mean, it just, I would have to, like, some days literally take a nap after talking to her for about an hour, hour and a half. And so one day I was in the shower, you know, and I was talking to God about it. And I said, you know what, God, I just, you know, this thing is just really just bothering me. I said, but, you know, if like she's an assignment for my life, and like if you have called for me to pour into her and, you know, help her through this thing, I'll do it. You know, no problem. I'll do it. But I just want to make sure that it's not something that I have initiated and that I have just kind of gotten myself into, and it wasn't a God thing. And what I believe the Spirit of God said to me was, well, is she adding to your life or is she taking away from your life? That was the question that I had to answer. And the answer to that question was, she was taken away. It was always the same stuff over and over again, always rehashing the same stuff over and over again. You know, she would ask for wisdom and I would give her wisdom and she would come back and say the same. I mean, just kind of constant over and over and over, you know. And I had to admit that, no, she was taken away from my life. And so I had to sever ties with her and like, we don't even talk at all now. And it's been a couple years ago, or several years ago, but still the point is that I had to evaluate that relationship and then take action. Okay. For you, it may not be a friendship. It may be a boyfriend, you know, or it may be an employer, but you have to choose one area of your life, spiritually, physically, mentally, financially, emotionally. You have to socially assess all of those things because, listen, you can't dominate without taking action. The very nature of the word dominate means that you're doing. The first two letters in dominate are do. Okay? So you have to assess every part of your life. Okay? Now, in subsequent shows, we're going to talk about fear, and we're going to talk about and how to get over that fear of taking action. We're going to talk about how to handle your or other people's opinions of you and how they feel about you and what they want you to do and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And we're also going to talk about your perceived limitations, where those thoughts come from. Why do you feel like you can't? Okay. But the first thing that we got to do, okay, our first strategy is we got to sit down and we got to think through this and we got to be honest with ourselves and we have to self-assess and say, okay, where in my life am I stuck? Where in your life are you paralyzed? Where in your life are you in quicksand and sinking fast? Where in your life are you missing it completely because you're stuck? What opportunities have you lost out on? What doors have closed on you because you are stuck? We're going to get you unstuck so that you can dominate. Okay? So think about spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, socially. What areas, what parts are you, and it may not be all five. It may just be 2 of the 5 or 3 of the 5 or just 1. It may be all 5. We got to get to the place, though, where we're real with ourselves and we can say, you know what? I got to do better. Okay? So that's where we're going with this. So understand and be real and say, okay, here's what I got to do. Here's where I am. Here's what I got to do. Okay. I was in that friendship. I realized she was taken away from me. Anything that doesn't add to you takes away from you. There is no gray area. Okay. There's no gray. There's no middle ground. Anything, anyone, any situation, any place that does not add to your life takes away from it. It takes away. And we're all about adding life in this community, in this space. We're all about adding life. So you decide, where is your life being drained? Where are you stuck? Where are you paralyzed? And then you decide, what action do I need to take? What do I need to do right now, today, in order to end this situation? In order to sever ties, in order to choke off this thing that's choking off me and my potential. I want to hear about it. When you make that decision, I want to support you. So email me, hit me up. As a matter of fact, in the comment section, let me know, what is it that you're going to let go, that you're done with, in order to move forth and dominate. If my show is giving you life, if it's giving you what you need, I want to just humbly ask that you share it. Share it with your friends, family, Romans, countrymen. Share it with everybody that you know, because I want everybody to what? Dominate in their life. I want to help you to increase your power abilities and go from here to through the stratosphere. All right. So share me, like me, tweet me, all that good stuff. All right. This is Ebony Trust, the purpose maximization strategist. And I want you to know that you need to not only dominate in your area of ability, but you need to dominate in the realm of your possibilities. See you next time.